Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going back to talk about talent acquisition. Today we're going to be talking about how to gather all the necessary information before you start working on the position. In my company we call this a pre-brief. But before we discuss what is a pre-brief, you need to like this video, leave a comment and subscribe. Now let's go talk about what is a pre-brief. Whenever you have a new position to work on, you as a talent acquisition specialist or a recruiter need to gather all the necessary information about the position. No one will do it for you. At the beginning of my career, I had many times where I started working in a position without having all the information. And I just ended up wasting my time and the time of the interview team by not finding the right candidate for the position. There are a few ways we can go about gathering the information for the position. Before you even receive a request to open a role, you need to establish a process on how hiring leader can request a position. The way me and the team did it is by creating a checklist for hiring leaders to follow when they are requesting the position. The items that we put it on a list are the following: position name, description, seniority, interview team, location, salary range, and start date. What this does is making sure that you have all the basic information to post a position and gather applicants before you have a meeting with the team to discuss additional information. Once that is done, you can start scheduling the pre-brief. Now let's talk about what's the purpose of the meeting. First of all, the meeting shouldn't be longer than 30 minutes. Otherwise, it's a waste of time for both you and the interview team. On this meeting, you should include a hiring leader, interview team, and an HR representative who is going to be there to make sure that the candidate is absolute fit for the team. What are the things that you need to discuss with the team? Let's start with the obvious one. You need to talk about the job description. You do have the job description already, but that doesn't mean that you have the full picture in your mind of what the team is looking for. Start from there. Ask each interview team member on what they think that we are looking for and what are the things that you need to pay attention to during your phone screen in order to give them more information about the candidate. On the interview team, there will be at least one person who is already doing that job. So ask them to give you more specific things like what does a day-to-day work look like? What's the work-life balance? And what are some of the things that the candidate should know about the position? Following that, you can talk about seniority. Ask the hiring leader what is the lowest and what is the most senior person you can search for. This way, it helps you understand what candidates are a fit and what are not. It doesn't make sense for you to send the candidates to the interview team that are either overqualified or underqualified for the position. It's just a waste of time for everybody. It's important to understand that before you start working on the position. Next step is to discuss an interview team. I suggest you spend a good amount of time on this topic. Discuss who will be on what stage of the interview steps and see if you can figure out what the focus will be of each interview step. When you have all this information collected before your phone screens with the candidate, you will be able to tell them in front what they can expect from next stages and what the focus there will be, and how they can prepare for each interview. This is a path to excellent candidate experience. You need to ask questions about location, especially if the team is international. The team might be looking for somebody in their time zone or close to that. It's challenging having conversations and meetings when everybody is on a different time zone, and it can be uncomfortable for team members who need to either get up early or stay later in their workday to attend the meeting. Next, let's talk about salary range. Here you need to focus on what is the maximum range that you can offer to candidates. You don't want candidates to go through all the interview stages and then close to the end or at the very end, you find out that he's way above the range that you can offer. Ask the hiring leader, is there any flexibility in salary range and how does the bonus structure look like for this position? Start date is very important. If you see that the start date is too close and you know you will not have time to find the right candidate, it's better to reach out to the agency to help you out with the search. On the other hand, if you see that the position is 3-4 months away, it gives you enough time to plan and execute your talent acquisition strategy. There you go. After all the information that you gathered on this meeting, you will have everything needed to find the best possible talent on the market for the team. If you learned anything new or you will be using this approach in the future, like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment below on what you think is the best way to gather information. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.